Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to the Venusian Light Tarot. So today we are here to do a specific message for a specific group of people in the collective. So if you do feel pulled in any kind of way to the title or to the thumbnail, if this pops up randomly, then it could be for you, but just take what resonates. If you feel like you have to force the reading to fit or it's confusing you, then it's probably not for you. It's for a specific group of people, so that's okay. So as usual, I'm going to go over what I channeled into here. There's quite a bit that came up for this reading, and then we'll open up more, we'll pull some more cards and go from there. If there will be an extended, I will have it linked down below. Okay, so this is definitely a love message, and to be honest, there's a little bit of a frustrating and irritating and heavy energy with this. So this would be a person. It doesn't feel like you're with this person. This is definitely like an energetic connection. But there's a lot of irritation here. I felt almost like very angry when I was tuning into this, and it just came over me as I tapped into this specific energy. So if there is somebody who's irritating you, if you're picking up on somebody's energy that either you know this person is someone who has like a negative energy, or if this just situation that you still feel connected to this person or you're picking up on their energy is irritating you, there's just some friction here in the energy field with this. So that's kind of the main like topic of what this reading will be, but it's definitely about a connection in love. Okay, so it's a little bit kind of confusing and mysterious message here, but when I first tuned in to the reading, I actually heard, "Can you feel the pull?" And they showed me this like circle, like this gravitational pull into a circle. And it took me a while to open up to this energy because I wasn't sure what Spirit was saying. They then showed me a door that had like a little crack of light, and I heard the forbidden door. And after I heard and saw those two things, it kind of just was like little glimpses of energy came in that didn't really feel like they fit together, but it just took a while of building into it. Some of the things that I was hearing was slipping away, losing the grip. It's already been released. The time is up. And then I kept hearing all these songs. So if you are connected to someone that you are picking up telepathically, a lot of music with this person. So maybe you hear certain songs that remind you of them. That could definitely be happening to this person as well. So we'll get into why this message is coming up here, because it feels a little bit like there's no end to this, or it's just like a floating weird energy. So it could be this frustration of like, why is it even coming through? But specifically, I was getting like 80s songs, 90s songs, also love songs that for some specifically could be about a certain era in your life. Maybe when you knew this person or when you were just some time period of your life here. So you could be hearing a lot of songs or you know, seeing them. This also could be in the dream state, a lot of astral communication here. So this is like ripples of waves of energy being sent here. And I was hearing it's in the outer planets. And so I feel like that could be symbolic of like someone with Pluto, Neptune, Uranus placements, something like that. But it almost felt more like this, again, like mysterious energy of we can't pinpoint where this is coming from, but there is this person here who's sending energy out to you. You may be doing the same to them. I can't tell which angle it comes from or if you're both like mutually doing so, but there's an entanglement of thoughts going on here, an entanglement of energy, frustrating energies. So if you feel like this person's popping up, this one specific person that you would know right away who this is, if you're feeling them pop up in your thoughts, in music, in your dreams, if you're feeling some kind of like unexplainable pull, even if you don't want to be pulled there, it may not be like the best feeling. It's like in the outer currents, the outer ripples, I keep hearing. And I feel like this person could also be picking up the same thing here. But it feels like since they were saying it's already been released, this could be something that you have already released yourself from, and there may be like a ripple effect from your release of this person. I think that's been coming up recently too. So it could have created some sort of current of energy to reignite, or for there to be, the way this man here is kind of like intently looking, there may be almost a sense of, now that you've walked away or now that you've shut the door. Again, this feels very energetic though. I don't think this is something it's not something that I think this person is very well aware of, or it's happening in the background with this incognito here. So maybe in the silent spaces, in the liminal spaces, in the subconscious, in the dreams. But we'll get more into it and see what's going on here with them, because they could be aware of it. Maybe they're getting more signs about you. But I kept feeling this energy here of trying to like spark something that, again, has already dwindled or has already died. And I don't know who's trying to spark it. I don't know who's doing that. Maybe you're both feeding off of this without even knowing it. Or if you feel like you've completely detached, it's like this person is the one who is mainly sending out these ripples of energy to see if they can re-spark something here with you. There's a lot of entanglement maybe behind the scenes having to do with blockages and having to take a risk here. There's a lot of like riskiness, skepticism. I was hearing like questionable, a lot of just not knowing where this is going, or a lot of like blurred lines in this situation that one or both of you are feeling with this. And I did pick up on some specifics here for how you would know if this is for you, but I think by now you would probably get the feeling if this reading is for you, because it's kind of an energy that, even if it's subtle, you can't really ignore it. It's always there, or it's been picking up, or you're aware that it's in the background somewhere, buried. So yeah, I feel like this is basically just, it's coming up here in the reading for someone to have an understanding of this, possibly because this person is thinking of wanting to take a risk in your direction, to open this like forbidden door, whatever that means. But it depends on how you feel about this, because it does seem like they're losing the grip on your connection. And that could be almost creating this intrigue or curiosity, or outer pull into your direction here. So yeah, we'll open up to this here and see what else Spirit wants to say, because I'm not quite sure what's happening here, or like where this is going, or why Spirit's bringing it up. But some specific clues that this could be for you. I was hearing the name Chris a couple of times. So that could be your name or short for a name. This could be somebody else's name. Also, again, I was getting like irritated, hot. So maybe you feel irritated when you think of this person, or when they pop up in your dreams or your mind. Maybe you know that this person is going through something, that they're feeling very irritated because they could be going through some kind of not a good time, or their avoidance of everything has kind of piled up on them, and they could be moving through some anger. So if you ever feel like an outburst of anger, or just this sudden feeling come over you when you think of them, or when just out of nowhere, it could be that you're picking up on this person, because you are both very connected. Also, as I mentioned, dreams, subconscious, maybe when you're meditating or when you're sleeping, the lyrics in songs. This could also be, I was seeing 777 and 222. So those could be angel numbers that you may see. Also a crow, something about a foggy marina. So maybe someone lives somewhere where there's a lot of like heavy fog, but it looks like it's a marina or lake. That could be where, that could mean something for this connection, or that could be something that you're looking at now, or where you are. Fog in general though, like this is a very foggy feeling. Also, I was getting here Gemini energy possibly for somebody, doesn't have to resonate. Also, I was seeing a peacock, and they were showing me kind of like the peacock mating ritual. So it's like this person here is somehow trying to get your attention. Okay, or yeah, trying to get your attention somehow. And yeah, something about like a certain past timeline in your life, maybe like a certain time that you knew this person, or certain songs from a time period of your life could be coming up. Also, yeah, just like the current of energy they kept saying, the waves of energy that you're feeling from this person. Also a mask. This person could be wearing a mask. There's a lot of like different like facets of this connection, or possibly like other people in this connection, or characters that we're playing. A lot of confusion here. Maybe you don't know who this person really is. I was saying something about like somebody typing something or trying to write something down. So there's a lot of thoughts maybe about sending a message, or there was a message sent here. Also a crow. You may be hearing a lot of crows or seeing groups of crows. And something about this could be forbidden. And not for all of you, but for some of you, maybe you kind of find yourself recently like obsessing over this, or when you do feel pulled into this, as they were showing, this gravitational pull that almost like sucks you in. Maybe you start to feel almost an obsessive energy, or you feel really pulled into this, since it's hard to define who's who in the situation. So if it resonates, some of you may not want to involve yourself at all with this. You may be trying to move away from this. But others of you could be feeding this a lot, or obsessing about this, and feeling just really stuck in your life because of this connection as well. And so if that is you, there could be some maybe messages that Spirit wants to say here about why we feel so bound to this person, or bound to this connection. It's possible for someone, because I was seeing this incarceration here, handcuffs. Someone could, you know, I don't know, be locked up here, but it also feels like this is a very bound situation. But there could have been something about a legal situation involved here, or somebody is involved in the law, because we did have justice here too a few times that I was seeing. Justice reversed, the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands. You could be seeing snakes as well. There's two things of snakes here. And these are both very challenging cards, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So this is a very challenging situation. There may be, with the two double sides of the snake here, I don't know, something of you both, and it's like the red face here too. So a lot of heat, a lot of anger maybe, but lots of maybe deceptive energies involved. But let's open up and see what more needs to come up here. Also, I'll link down below the songs that I was hearing. I was hearing a couple of songs, so I'll put those down below in case the lyrics mean something for you. But if you feel like this may resonate with you, let's just open up and see, Spirit, what else do you want to say for this reading, for whoever this reading is going to resonate with? What is the point of this message? What's going on? Obviously, we have these cards here. Someone or a distant friend is thinking of you. Incognito, the dice, the heart chakra reversed, across the ether. You've both been calling out to each other for a while now, simultaneously manifesting this love. The universe has heard, and prayers are being answered as you both want the same thing. But we'll get into it here, because it may not be prayers necessarily. It could just be what you're both picking up on in this web of getting confused of whose thoughts are whose. I just heard Denmark for somebody. Someone here could be from Denmark. So what else, Spirit, do you want to say for this group of people who are going to resonate with this message here? What do you want to say about this? They want you to know that this person is very much trying to find themselves, or they're still trying to find themselves. It's like I'm being shown this person with the flashlight. And again, it's a lot of like searching in the dark, searching through the fog. It feels like this person has been, I'm hearing they've been recently feeling restless. So maybe they are in some situation that they do feel stuck in. They feel tied, they feel tethered to something. Maybe it's another contract, or it's something that they're involved in here, or just their own struggles. And I feel like this person is, there is a little bit of like a glimpse with that door of light, and they're showing that again, that maybe this person is being pulled into your direction unconsciously, uncontrollably, because maybe there is some kind of understanding that they might be reaching about this. It could be just like a small thing. I'm hearing that they're saying they're weighing their options right now. They're weighing the pros and cons, or they're balancing the options. So I don't know if that's involving another situation or if they just have to tend or balance this carefully as to where they're going in this situation, also their own personal life. This person, it's almost like, again, I'm seeing this heat, like heat in their body. There's something that's like making this person feel inflamed or angry, even if it's not about you or if it's not all about you. It just feels like this person's in, I'm hearing just like an endless cycle, a restless cycle, an agitated cycle. So that's definitely confirming if you've been wondering like why you're feeling that or why you're picking that up. It's not coming from you. Yeah, I do think that, I do feel like this person does want to say something to you, and they could have had to say something to you for quite a while, but they can't seem to find the words, or it's something that's almost like pulling them with more force every day to say something. And for some, it is an apology. It could be to clear the air about something that they left undone or left unsaid. But this person clearly has had some issues to work on, and so I think that, yeah, I'm hearing I can't help it. I can't help but to be pulled back. So they are feeling an interest, an intrigued or perked up interest in you again. So I think that that is actually mostly where it's coming from with this gravitational pull. And since I was hearing, can you feel the pull? So that could be like their higher self asking you, can you feel the pull of like my energy? Or spirits asking you, like, have you felt that pull recently? And if you have, I do think that there is this possibly, like, since they're showing like re-sparking something, maybe you either have lost touch for a while, or this is a situation that had a lot of turbulence to it. And so there's almost a question as to like, would we be able to re-spark something? If that's even something that you would want or to entertain. Maybe there's just a lot of question marks around what, you know, where this would go or how this would happen. But I do think that this person is feeling this uncontrollable gravitational pull into your direction. For some specifically, they could be, I'm hearing like peeking on your page or peeking on your social media. So this could be, but they're using the word peeking because it's like they're only glancing in. They're not really fully opening it up maybe, but there's like a glancing and a peeking. So maybe they have to do this cautiously, or it's just something that they don't want to be open about this yet. And that could even explain where the pull can come from, because if they are tugging on you, obviously they're thinking of you. It can kind of create that ripple to where you start to feel that, even if it's just looking at your page or looking at your stuff. Yeah, I'm hearing I still have a flame. I still have a flame for you. So if this has been for a while, this person does still have some a flame, a spark for you. There's a bird popped in the window here, so it could be that they want to send a message. You could be getting signs through, obviously, spirit, birds, your intuition. And I feel like this person is, I'm seeing them kind of like drowning in like a pile of hay. And there's something, the reference of hay being karma. And I do think that this person is, I'm hearing a name starting with B-U, B-U-N, Bunter, something B-U-N. But yeah, again, it's, I don't know. Let's get some cards here. It's like they're losing their grip though, or we have the Hermit. We have the Seven of Wands, I believe. And look at all these ladders here. Yeah, there's like so much curiosity is really the main thing I'm getting, but there's something about like with these ladders, it's very hard to like put into words, but it's something of like, where are you, or what could have been, or different timelines that we're peeking into. A lot of unclosed doors in this connection, a lot of unfinished cycles, a lot of curiosities, a lot of just kind of unbalanced energies. This person seems to have a lot to say. I keep just channeling what they're going to say or what they want to say. There is something of like, if this is a no contact for a while and this person has gone into a different direction, they're having a hard time admitting that that's not what they wanted after all, and that there's something, I'm hearing like something sweet here about you, or something that is, again, like pulling them in, that they're maybe recognizing too late. I'm hearing the band NSYNC, so someone could have grown up listening to NSYNC when they were a kid, or whenever you were. That's for me, but whenever you were, then but there is this feeling in this reading of like going in circles, and that's kind of what I was getting to when I was preparing for the reading. Like there's almost like no end to this, or we're just like talking in circles almost, and I feel like that's how this energy feels. So I'm trying to like get to more of the bottom of it. This was here though when I shuffled this deck. Everything will be revealed in divine time. And that did come up, I believe, not too long ago in a few readings. So there's still this like endless waiting, which I don't even think, for some of you, it's like you're not even waiting at all for this. This is just something that's happening in the background, and Spirit wants to confirm what you're feeling. It's not that you're waiting for it, but if there's a group of you here who are kind of feeling obsessed about this, or if you are feeling pulled into this and it's like hard to get out of, I do feel like Spirit's saying here that I'm hearing illusions have to clear first though, because there is a lot of illusion here. So whenever this divine time will be that you will have more answers, it will be when one or both of you has gone through some kind of clearing of the fog. So there's a lot to look into here. We definitely will do an extended for this one, but because I don't know where all this fog is coming from, or what. It's just a lot of like with the ladder here, it's almost like there's many steps that have to be taken, or there's many mountains to climb in order to get the truth of this connection. And that could be the frustration of this entire situation here. So this flew out. We both know I am not the one for you. And that's that kind of like angry and irritating energy that I'm getting. I feel like this person, they actually could have channeled this message for some of you in order to get that across to you, that they almost want to, how to put it, like to almost give you peace of mind, or I don't know the right word, but give you some kind of information that they understand that they are the ones that messed this up, or that they understand on some level that they weren't able to give you what you deserved. I think this person has a lot of internal struggles that has manifested as this confusion. And it's almost like actually with the gravitational pull, they feel unfinished about this. They feel like there's things they never got the chance to say to you that keeps that alive for them at least. And so you feeling that is almost part of it, is that you're picking up on their endless cycle of themselves, of not having closure or clarity, or not being able to give you the answer that they wish they could give you, if that makes sense. So there's like a little bit of inner conflict about where things were left. Yeah, so this is definitely someone who's, yeah, they've been hiding a lot of themselves for maybe a while. And I just think that it's that circle again of just going in circles of, it's like I'm just being shown somebody who has broken glass everywhere and they don't know where to start to pick up all the pieces. There's a part of them that wishes they could, but they don't know where to start with this. And so it has just become like I can watch from a distance, or I can go in incognito mode. Yeah, so this is definitely someone who has messed up your connection, and that's how they feel about it. Yeah, and so as I wrote down here too, trying to spark something, but there's like no spark there, or we're not sure if we have the other person, almost like spark plugs or something. Like we don't know if we have something else to spark it to. Like we need two things So what are the viewers, like what's the main message here that you want the viewers to know about this? What's this gravitational pull? The Empress reverse. It doesn't have to have been like a no contact for a long time for all of you, but it could be. It could also be something recent, maybe for others of you, and you're feeling the after effects of maybe an ending of something. I'll get some specific signs here at the end to see how you would know if this is for you, and I think I'll pull a few charms. Anything else, Spirit? What does the viewer most need to know about this? What is this gravitational pull? Why are you bringing this in here for the viewers to know about today? Yeah, the Devil. It's just the same things coming up. It's this frustration of, basically I think this reading is about this person. It's not so much about you, because I think you either have already closed this up or you're not really that concerned about it. Or they just have a lot to say here kind of in the reading. Or most of this energy is coming from their side, if that makes sense, like their pull, their unresolved issues within themselves that you may have come to peace with. And you're just picking up on those fragments of their energy, if that makes sense. You're picking up on the ripples, like if you throw like a stone in the water, you're picking up on like the outer, as they were saying, the outer ripples. So you're not really like in this, but I think this person is kind of like heavily in this right now, or at least they are going through a profound lesson here of, with Judgment, the Devil, the Emperor. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. So for some, it could be a counterpart connection where this person, that could be why you feel this connection so strongly. So you would definitely know if this is for you, because you would feel all of this. But I just think that, and see how here are kind of this little ball of light, kind of like that gravitational pull, but he's pushing it away. And he also has like this double face here. So there's a lot of this inner conflict. I think this person, they're showing me that door of light again. It's like they've been working on themselves a little bit, or they've been, because it's sideways, they're like they've been sort of opening the door to something. They've been feeling a bit more pulled into this direction. Maybe they've seen something, maybe they've understood something, and it kind of is slowly making them feel more pulled back to you, either after a time that they've been not pulled to this. Because there's some kind of intrigue here that this man has. So for most, this is a man. And but it's like I'm hearing the ripples of their disappointments with the Emperor reversed. They have, possibly for some, not dealt with this feeling for quite a while, and it's starting to come up again somehow. Or they've seen something and it's brought it back up to the surface recently for them, that they may have tried to avoid or to push away. I feel like an idiot for the choices I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. So with the Judgment here, this can be reflecting back on the past. And I think this person could be going through a bit of a life review. They could be going through a lot of experiences, and it feels like with these hands, it's like a lot of things. It could be in their relationships, it could be in their spiritual growth, it could be in the maybe thoughts of you that are coming up here. There's a lot of like truths that they have to confront here. And We have, I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage, the fear. I made the wrong turn, and honestly, the grass wasn't greener. Yeah, here's this broken. So we have thoughts. I've been in my head about you constantly. The damage has already been done. I don't know how to pick up the pieces. That's basically what they're saying here, but there's a lot of thoughts about you. And I keep hearing it's like come up recently, or it's been intensifying. And it's almost like I'm seeing somebody trying to like swat away the thoughts, kind of like that devil here. But it's not that they're trying to remove you from, it's not, because I don't think it's about you. It's like that they've been maybe projecting their stuff onto you for a while, but there's a sense of like, there's something to learn here from this connection with you. And I think that I'm seeing like a water faucet running hot and then cold and hot and cold. So it could be that this is like an in and out kind of thing, where sometimes they think of you, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're angry, sometimes they're happy. But it also could be, yeah, just this whole thing is just very off and on. Yeah, here's forbidden. So there is that forbidden aspect, forbidden fruit of this connection. And that could be because of either this connection being taboo, or there are other commitments involved. But I just keep being pulled into that field, or that kind of circle again. So it's like this is not going away though, for either of you, but definitely for them. You may have gotten better at pushing it away, or maybe just healing from it. But there's a lot of, that's what it says here. You can't stay away from each other. You are unconsciously pulled to them. That's exactly, you have no control over the urge you feel. So this is something that's why the irritation is coming up. It's like when we have a fly or like little bugs in our face, it's like it's irritating. This is an irritating connection. And I think at least this person has not maybe healed from that, of why they feel irritated by this or why they were triggered by this. And so it's just, again, those kind of like outer currents of this connection that are still lingering. And this reading just wants someone to see what this is and why you've been feeling this, and maybe if you need clarity on this person and what they're going through. But yeah, we'll do an extended, and we will, it seems like this person has like a lot of stuff to say. So I'm just going to kind of channel what they want to say to you. Also just, I feel like this is just an intuitive kind of reading. So I'm just going to kind of go with it. I don't think I'll have like a set script, or not a script, but like a questions or anything. I think I'll just open up and see what else comes through. So I'm just going to pull some charms, and let's actually channel any specific information. I think you probably would know if this is for you by now, but is there any specific information that the viewers need to know to confirm if this reading is for them? I'm hearing the name Cecilia. This person could definitely be an avoidant. They may have also avoided something very specific in the past with you, or they've definitely run away from this connection. Someone here could be a smoker. The name Matthew. There's just a lot of confusion about their intentions. Maybe you were always confused about how they felt. Lots of confusion now about how they feel. They may have told you that they've been confused, or that they were confused. Maybe there was like an undefined connection here. Somebody here could be a meteorologist. I'm seeing your ancestors. So somehow your ancestors are connected here, or they've been helping you. There may be also a lot of family family stuff to heal for one or for both of you. Someone here could have a Mercedes. Also just seeing like a fancy sports car, specifically Mercedes, but could also be any other. It looks like a black, small kind of sports car. Someone could be into like maybe a lot of materialistic kind of things, or anything else. How would they know that this is for them? Yeah, this person, it seems very obvious to you that they've had a lot of insecurities. They may have even acted very insecure in your connection, or you saw through that they were very insecure within themselves. Maybe they just didn't know who they were. I'm hearing Sagittarius energy. The name Thomas, also names starting with TH. You may have had a conversation about the moon, or the moon, the stars, maybe astrology, but something here, maybe you talked about something with the moon. Maybe you shared pictures of the moon or something. I don't know why I'm seeing Windex. I don't know if somebody's cleaning their windows right now. Also, somebody could like old movies or black and white movies, or that could be you. Let me just get a few charms here. This person could have had you on speed dial, I'm hearing, or maybe they used to have you on speed dial or something where you talked about that. We have a bottle of wine, so there could be something of someone drinks. Maybe you met over some wine, or they could want to have some wine with you, maybe want to see you. This also could be just relaxing, maybe something like that. We also have the Magician, so yeah, there's a pull. Someone could be into rituals, manifestation, spell work, something like that. Doesn't have to be like in a dark way, but we do have a bee here. So, or a wasp, a bee. So it could be something about the community. Maybe you do something in the community that they see, or this person, or marketing, or something here to do with also like the web maybe. We have a dog bone. So someone here, and we have a dog here too. So I don't know. I mean, someone could have a dog. I know obviously a lot of people have a dog, but something about a dog could connect the two of you. Maybe they really love their dog. We have a Grim Reaper. So this may have been over, you know, this connection, or you may be completely over this. We have another skull thing here. So this definitely could be, yeah, over. I don't really know what this is here. It's like a bear with another bear. Maybe someone's a father or a mother, has a child. We have a carrot. We have a bird here. It looks very like sharp too. So it could be some quick news coming in, or that's what they think of being spontaneous. We have a little blue cat. We have a fox. We have another bird here. Fox reaching for the star. So that could be them, like still reaching for this, but they're doing so in like a fox kind of way, if that makes sense. We have another star here. You could be also in the spotlight, or you could just be on a platform maybe. The moon. We have a dinosaur. So this could be a very ancient connection, or you may have known them for a very long time. And then we have this little heart here. But yeah, I will go over to the extended. We'll see a lot more to what you need to know about this. So the links will be down below, either on Gumroad or over on Patreon. And if you did enjoy this or resonate with this, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care and lots of love.